Great day today. Today, right out of the gate, GBR, which was on my watch list that I did prepared for you this weekend, broke out pre-market. Once it came back and created a support level here around 587, I started looking at it real closely and created me a little support here about 579, 580. We had another one here about 683. So I got in right at $7, which was just a little bit above it, right here on the peak of this candle, right here if you see it. And I ran it up for about $1 and I sold it, and then she went ahead and took off the rest of the day. So I was able to flip this 2 or 3 times, once with my $1,000 challenge. I was able to find a little support level right around in here, and it's around 888. Then I had another one that bounced up and down off of it right around 948. So I put them two on there, and I was able to ride it up again. They come back down and touch down at that support level. And there was a couple others in here, and there's probably one right about there, right around 1003. So anytime it broke past 1003, I tried to get back in it. But she settled down here and consolidated right at 821 after hours. So this is GBR. The sign of this consolidation here, running on my two moving averages that I had that day, which was the 50-day and the 200-day SMA. So I'm going to be watching this again closely tomorrow, and that's GBR. And the next one on our watch list that I was watching, we had on there was CEI. CEI took over this morning. We had a little golden cross pre-market right here. So it dipped back down to a support level of about 65 cents. You can see it touched down here also after hours and bounced back up to 79. So keep CEI on your watch list. We also had PED, P-E-D. The PED broke out last night, kind of consolidated, but it kind of just lost its luster here almost most of the half of the day, and then consolidated in between my little support channel I had at 232 and 245. So I notice now it closed at 481. It's after hours. It looks like we might have a little bitty golden cross starting right here, so we're going to keep PED on your watch list for tomorrow. And I had NOG on the watch list. And I'm going to go ahead and put this watch list in here so I can just go ahead and click it on. So we had NOG on the watch. It closed down 1.27% with the negative 4 cents. The float's rather big on it, but we opened out of the gate and she just went on down and kind of just kept going on down all day long. So I kind of didn't pay much attention to it, but it did hit my support level here at one time at 295, and I think I was occupied with a couple other stocks by this time, and we closed at 310. So we're still going to keep NOG on the watch list. It's an energy play, and I still think energy is in play. Now, one of the big winners that I've had in my basket for over a couple of months was RSYS. It had a buy. It took over with a buyout today, or at least it was in news Friday. And so I got in this morning and I sold it pre-market at about 160. I wanted to get out of it. I called a support in the room at 142 this morning at 6 o'clock before the market opened up, because I already knew about the news, and we ran right down to that 142 for most of the day, and then had a gradual pickup throughout the day, and we closed it at 154, and that's where it's sitting right now after market. So this is RSYS. I think I'm going to wait on it now for a pullback. I'm going to keep a good eye on it, but I did real well with it. I got in at 70 cents a couple months ago. It kind of hovered around that, and it bounced a little bit the day before, so I knew something was up. At least I thought it did in a way. Well, she definitely, after they found out about the news, gapped up to 187 and then pulled back to 142, and she rests right now at 154, and that one's Nog. We also had VVPR on our watch list. It popped up after hours Friday. Thought we'd get a continuation, but it pulled back down to that support level that I had at $2 and kind of hovered between that channel at $2 and $2.25 all day long. So that's VVPR. And we had Apron on the watch list. I talked about Apron being a good support level right around 312. Today, they kind of just hovered about in the same position all day long. It settled down, created a support level right around 225, 226, 227. We closed at, 327, and we closed at 331, and that's Apron. Well, I think I'm going to start over again. This one's not turning out too good.